David, I'm
Yeah.
Jonathan Fletcher from Israel. Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you, Jonathan.
How's it going, bro?
Fine, thanks. How about you?
Good, good. So we've been seeing each other here for the last 2 months. We've been surfing here, coming each time when there's a swell, just chasing the waves and enjoying life.
Yeah, this is the place to do it. Man. It's
Nice.
the most enjoyable place on earth, I think. I've been everywhere, so I wouldn't know, but for me it is, so far.
Yeah. How long have you been surfing, David?
Since I was about 14, so 18 years? Wait, 28 years.
28 years.
Yeah, it's a long time.
And how did you begin surfing? Going all the way back to that age of 14. Do you remember how you began surfing?
My dad wouldn't let me surf. He made me bodyboard for a long time.
Wow.
That's the way I began, was just taking a bodyboard and running around the shore break with it, skimming on it and bodyboarding, and then, yeah, cut fins and bodyboard for a while. Friends all made fun of me.
For how long were you on the bodyboard?
Until I was like 14, I remember, I've got a picture
Mhm.
of my 13th birthday getting a bodyboard for Christmas. So
I
at that
was-
point, my friends were surfing and I wasn't. I think shortly thereafter, about 14, I was on a surfboard. But
I was gonna keep this to last, but I'm gonna say it now that I saw your documentary film on YouTube. Says David Langer, Big Wave Surfing, or Big Wave Surfer. So I wanted to recommend everyone to watch that. And there you tell the story about your first wave, but not here. We have here different questions. And so who is your greatest inspiration for big wave surfing, and especially in towing surfing?
a huge inspiration of mine was Dane Kiloa, and still is. Another inspiration of mine is a friend of mine, Garrett McNamara. He's really pushing the limits, and I love where he's going with it. Just looking for a bigger, better wave, and using jet skis, and not really getting caught up in any kind of ego trip. Just really just doing it from the heart. Speaking of from the heart, Duke Kahanamoku would be I think the best surfer of all time, and my hugest inspiration.
So Gareth McNamara, he got like, they say 100-foot wave like 2 years ago in Portugal. I don't know, the biggest wave in the world. It's going to get into Guinness World Records. You say he's a great surfer, great towing surfer, and he's also good at heart. So that's good to know, because
Yeah.
people like us, surfers, we hear about big wave surfers, we hear, but we can't know really how it is. So it's good to hear that from you.
Yeah, to be good of heart is definitely important in life, especially for a surfer. And a lot of surfers don't have that reputation, especially the kings that wouldn't let people surf and would kill them for it at the beginning. So
Yeah. So back to the waves. How was the biggest wave you got in your life, and where?
biggest wave I ever got was a Jaws, Piahi on Maui. It was about a 60-foot face.
60-foot face.
Yeah, there were 80-foot faces that day, so it was an in-betweener, or whatever you'd call it. There were 40-foot faces, 60-foot faces, 80-foot faces.
And the biggest barrel you got into?
That one.
That was the same one. Biggest
Yeah.
wave and biggest barrel.
Yeah.
How did it feel like being in the barrel?
I went into shock. I was so scared.
You just couldn't move, or what?
There was just so much water going over me. I didn't know if it was going to fall on me or not. You never know whether a barrel's really going to become a barrel, and what it will do once it barrels, and how you're going to fare. And I just, I think the thought of having it all crash on my head kind of was this thought of, oh man, I wouldn't make it, So I went into this state of shock where I was surfing for probably a second or two.
Was a second or two?
Without being able to see anything. I don't remember the view for a second or two.
For a second or two.
Yeah, and then I came to.
So it was a second or two, but my next question is long, so just pay attention. How long did it feel like? I mean, what really happens inside this huge world of ocean covering you? Is it really like... Is it really... Period. Like being in the womb of the world, the creation itself?
I would imagine. I can't remember that far back, but a lot of people say they can. Time stands still. Time, it freezes literally. I mean, you can press the play button and have it just frame advance or whatever. I mean, it's going so slow, and I say that because you remember that view for a lifetime. It's like the view that I wasn't able to get on that wave at Jaws. was one that would last a lifetime, so it really hurt to not be able to get it, so I'll remember that, you know? Although I'm glad I made it, and I think the shock is what took me through.
Made what? You made a barrel?
I made it through that part of the barrel where I wouldn't have had I not been in shock, because I side slipped. My board slipped sideways, and that would have been something that threw me off. I wouldn't know how quite to handle it grabbing again, and without thinking about it, it just kind of all flowed. So, did I feel like I was in the womb? I guess, or whatever, but it's on the ones that I can remember, it's just like remembering the last lifetime, like I said. So it's the ultimate feeling. So it's what we're looking for, is to get in that hole in the ocean.
So you can go with your memory back to any barrel, like any one of those big barrels that you remember for a lifetime. You can just go back in your memory and be there and feel the satisfaction of those big barrels.
Yeah, or at least an angst to get something as good or better. Because they only happen so often, and when you get one, you take it for granted. You're like, you try to remain calm. You're not trying to spaz out. You're like, I got the best one, and freak out. Or even on the inside, you're trying to stay calm and get another one. Yet they only come so often. So years later, you really appreciate that view when you don't get the other one that you thought you were going to get within the next few years.
At the moment, it's like so obvious. Yeah, of course I got the biggest barrel of my life, but later on only you realize how amazing it was. That's what you're saying. So
yeah. And we're always looking to get a better one too, I think, especially with pictures, they show what you could be doing better or whatever, like any athlete, you could be jumping the hurdle quicker, higher, more efficiently, it could be getting deeper and getting a better view for longer, and just kind of, the way my friend put it the other day was it's quality time. Anyway, quality time spent in the barrel is time well spent.
Yeah, for sure.
Time well spent.
Sure. That's a good sentence. I love that.
You're just trying to spend more time in the barrel.
So the photography, like the GoPro Hero, I saw you have a GoPro 2, and you also uploaded to YouTube another video, like really sick music, just a minute and a half or a minute 40. And if you pause it in between 1 minute and 11 to 13, you see like a really, really nice picture. So this video, what's the title on YouTube so people can find it, but it's really worth watching?
That's a really good question. I'm more of an athlete than I am a promoter.
Yeah. Okay, so
I
you
barely get it out there and whatnot. You should have to ask my manager that one.
And your YouTube name, so
Dave Langer.
Dave Langer. Yeah, I saw that without spaces.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. It's David Langer. I did upload it from my Facebook. It's a really, really nice barrel.
Oh, thank you very much.
So what I was going to ask
you. The music
you,
is great, and my friend who produced it, edited it and had the music and everything. Chris Ramirez is a really great guy, and put that together in such a way that it comes off like it does. He did a great job.
Yeah. For sure. So that footage, does it help you improve you think it's like really, really what will help you surf better those big barrels? Because you know exactly what happened. It's not always luck. Sometimes it's your movement. Of course, we all think we have it in the instincts, but now with the GoPro you can go beyond what we could have used to gone. It's pretty amazing. What do you think about that? Will that improve you a lot?
Man, I think we should have a GoPro mounted on our board every time we surf. And it can't be the GoPro 1 or 2, it's got to be the 3, because the watercolor is so much better.
And the slow motion, Chris showed me. He's been having
incredible.
some
It's
shots.
an incredible piece of equipment. Yeah, I just can't wait to get some GoPro 3s and make sure they're mounted every time.
Yeah,
Get more barrels,
for sure.
do more research.
What about GoPro 5 or GoPro 10? That would be really crazy, huh? If GoPro 3 now, they have it like 220 still shots per
This
second.
big, Just have a little stick with like something like this big, doing all the work rather than this clunky thing that actually has
Maybe
weight to it.
Have just an earring, it will film from your earring. You'll be so comfortable, it won't fall. Nothing. Okay, so last question. We already started talking about GoPro. Who else sponsors you, and who else do you want to thank?
Vitamin Water and Sector 9 and Sanook. Sanook's a great sponsor. Rip Curl is what can can I say? Rip Curl, they've been in the game as long as anyone. I remember having Wayne Rabbit Bartholomew sign my top freight yellow board bag when he was at the OP Pro back at Huntington Beach. You gotta love surfing and competitions, and the fact you get to be right there near your idols and the companies that bring that to you. You know, so Rip Curl's definitely ahead of the game when it comes to, you know, all these other new ones, so to speak. Riders is a new sponsor of mine.
Riders.
Yeah, they make really great shades. And Zenify, I'm really hyped on Zenify. They make this drink that's like Red Bull, but it's not. It doesn't have taurine. It's not an energy drink. I say it's like Red Bull. It's the same shaped can, same kind of taste, but it calms you. It's got all these great ingredients in it.
Great ingredients. What ingredients?
It's got serotonin and dopamine in the form of this L-theanine. I don't know a thing about it. I'm reading to you guys because, you know, I would have to tell you what it is. It's some technical stuff. And GABA, natural calming agent that enhances balance and memory support. GABA, I guess it's something that we already have, and somehow we're getting more of it. And their source for GABA is actually, right now, it's not organic. It's a chemical, but it's a really good chemical. Red Bull has all sorts of chemicals. You know, this company, endless list. So this company is really on it as far as health goes, because we can't stay calm, sharp, and focused and be great athletes like Red Bull says you can on that stuff.
Yeah,
you can on that.
That stuff will kill you.
Yeah, and yeah. What else can I say about these guys? This list of sponsors has been with me for the last 10 years, and man, I love them. Sector 9's the best. My friend Mike Jones, As High as I Am, and As High as I Am brings me to Vaporbox. Hotbox Vapors, these guys are also the best. My friend Shaheen is from Iran. His family had to flee from the Shah, and they had a bunch of money. They worked for the Shah or whatever, and so they came with nothing, and he built up a business for himself in the way of these
Holocaust survivors. In Shoah?
No.
Holocaust?
No,
Was
from
Holocaust
Iran.
in Hebrew it's Shoah. Ah,
Different from Iran. With their own kind of Holocaust, when they were killing people, they had to flee.
yeah.
You know. And anyway, he started this company, and he throws the parties for Hugh Hefner and whatnot, and married an ex-playmate, and just has this really great attitude on life and great life, and stands for a great cause. Freedom, like Hugh Hefner did, you know, or does. Freedom of expression, freedom of choice, you know.
Yeah.
Even though you got a lot of haters out there saying no to nudity in his case, Hugh Hefner's case, or no to, you know, smoking herb. Right now, stop hating.
That's it? That's all your sponsors?
Yeah. Oh, not at all. Actually, what I'm living on right now are from these guys. Greens Plus makes this wild berry burst. It's got like spirulina and a bunch of stuff that tastes better than spirulina. That's really good for you. Barley grass, alfalfa grass, like spirulina, but then royal jelly powder and bee pollen and a bunch of great stuff. Great mix of Greens Plus, and these guys. Genuine Health makes this vegan protein powder that's it's a must. What I was telling, you know, my friends who are from Israel is that they should get this to the Israeli army and they should live off of this. Just because I know that the best way to promote a company, in the case of say Oakley Sunglasses, is to get, you know, your company affiliated with the government who's going out and spending a bunch of money.
So it's also protein and
freedom.
vegan. It's vegan and protein. That's like sounds. It breaks
Yeah.
so many myths, you know.
It's what it is it's pea protein and sprouted brown rice and alfalfa and organic hemp and mainly non-GMO pea protein. Great tasting protein.
It tastes amazing. You just
Yeah.
use water, you know. I mean, you made this for me. You didn't put any milk, no dairy, of course. It's vegan powder with water, and it tastes absolutely amazing. This is my second glass that you served me. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I don't think you'll find a tastier protein powder on the market, much less vegan. You won't find, I don't think, another vegan chocolate protein powder at all. And if you do, it probably won't be this great tasting. You
Yeah.
guys are awesome.
This is taste from water. Amazing. Thank you so much, David.
My
Pleasure,
pleasure.
David.
Thank you.
I love you.
Right on.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
On. Thank you.